Welcome to Francis Reads the Bible. Today I'm moving on to Genesis chapter 40. And Genesis 40 is about dreams. So, sometime later, the king of Egypt's wine steward and his chief baker offended the king. He was angry with these two officials and put them in the prison in the house of the captain of the guard, in the same place where Joseph was being kept. They spent a long time in prison, and the captain assigned Joseph as their servant. One thing I'm noting here is divine placement. Okay, you say, Francis, why? God puts Joseph in the right place for him to interact with the right people, for God to take Joseph to where he wanted to take Joseph to. Anyone could have looked at it and said, Joseph was demoted because now he is not just a slave, but an imprisoned slave. But this was all the divine plan to bring the right people in line with him. So you can say divine alignment also. So one night there in prison, the wine steward and the chief baker each had a dream, and the dreams had different meanings. When Joseph came to them in the morning, he saw that they were upset. He asked them, "Why do you look so worried today?" Remember, he's their servant. He's the servant of this wine steward and the chief baker in prison. So I'm sure they've had some form of camaraderie. Like he talks to them, so he was able to ask them, "Why do you look so worried today?" And they answered, "Each of us had a dream, and there is no one here to explain what the dreams mean." Then Joseph said, "It is God who gives the ability to interpret dreams. Tell me your dreams." Okay, these few verses have shown me that people then took dreams seriously, unlike we in this generation. Sometimes we just sleep, we have dreams, we wake up, we don't even pay, many of us don't pay attention to those dreams. But then in those days, people paid attention to their dreams. You know, they paid attention to their dreams. To them, dreams were important. Going from this example, because if they weren't important, they wouldn't have bothered saying, "Oh, we need to understand what these dreams mean." Some of us just dream and we wake up and we just go about our day like dreams. So when you say it's subconscious, maybe when you were sleeping, you saw something, you watched something, yada yada, that, and when you went to dream, it continued from there. So the dreams don't mean anything. But here you can see it. That to them, dreams were important, and they were worried about it because they couldn't explain what it meant. I'm sure when they were outside prison, they would have gone to meet a sorcerer, a magician, or somebody, and told the person their dream, and the sorcerer or magician or whatever would have interpreted their, or witch would have interpreted their dream for them. So there was no one in prison to interpret it. And Joseph was right. It is God who gives us the ability to interpret dreams. That's one aspect I'm working on. Like, sometimes I don't remember my dreams. I know some of us sometimes we don't remember our dreams, but I think dreams are important. I believe they are. Yeah. So anyway, so Joseph was like, "Tell me your dreams." I remember Joseph has been training on dreams. This is not the first time Joseph has interpreted a dream. Right from when he was a kid, he would have dreams, he would interpret them, even though those dreams had not come to manifest or come to pass, he interpreted his dreams, he paid attention to his dreams, and this is a skill he had, what's the word? Should I say harnessed or cultivated, grown over the years, the interpretation of dreams. That's Joseph. So the wine steward said, "In my dream, there was a grapevine in front of me with three branches on it." Anyways, you can read that. This is my best weather in the country. Excuse me. So in 12, Joseph said, "This is what it means. The three branches are 3 days. In 3 days, the king will release you, pardon you, and restore you to your position. You will give him his cup as you did before when you were his wine steward." And he begged him, "Please remember me when everything is going well for you. And please be kind enough to mention me to the king and help me get out of this prison. After all, I was kidnapped from the land of the Hebrews. And even here in Egypt, I didn't do anything to deserve being put in prison. So Joseph had helped this chief, the king's wine steward, interpret his dream. And it was very favorable. He was going to be reinstated, which was why Joseph asked him to please remember me. Then, when the chief baker saw that the interpretation of the wine steward's dream was favorable, he said to Joseph, I had a dream too. I was carrying three bread baskets on my head. Remember, he was the chief baker. Bread baskets on my head. And in the top baskets, there were all kinds of baked goods for the king, and the birds were eating them. Okay, even me reading that was bad. If it's meant for the king, why were birds eating them? Then Joseph answered, this is what it means. The three baskets are 3 days. In 3 days, the king will release you and have your head cut off. Then he will hang your body on a pole, and the birds will eat your flesh. Damn. If it was the chief baker, that would have given me the chills. Well, it's good he didn't interpret the chief baker's dream first. Because I doubt the chief wine steward, would have said, please interpret mine for me. So, even looking at this dream, wow, that's some gift. So, on the king's birthday, 3 days later, the king gave a banquet for all his officials. Excuse me, I've, like I said, my best weather. So he released, there's dust everywhere, fine around. So he released his wine steward and his chief baker and brought them before his officials. I wonder what they did for them to have been. Maybe they, who knows? So he restored the wine steward to his former position. Maybe the king was poisoned because this has to do with eating. Hmm. Or maybe the king overheard a plot of him going to be poisoned. Francis speculation. Yeah, of course. Wine steward is drinking, chief baker is food, is eating. So yeah, something that concerns ingesting something. Anyways, so according to what Joseph had said, he executed the chief he had this chief baker executed. So in 23 it says, but the wine steward never gave Joseph another thought. He forgot all about him. Oui, c'est la vie. C'est toujours comme ça. When people get what they want, they don't need you anymore. They forget all about you. Even the promises they made, don't worry. I'll do this. I'll give you this. Oh, you help me. People forget. It's human nature. Humans are naturally selfish. So the guy forgot. He was enjoying life. He was now back in his position. He didn't even say, oh, there was a young man who I met. He forgot. He just went back to his duty and forgot all about Joseph. That's life, really. You can only do the best you do, help people, and don't think much about it. Because even if that you help someone does not mean when it comes to their turn that they will help you too. You know, you don't hold it against the person. And I'm sure Joseph never did. So one thing this chapter has taught me, or some of the things this chapter has taught me, are dreams are important. You can receive a warning through your dream. You can receive direction. You can receive revelation through your dream. Remember that king, Ahimelech or Abimelech or Avimelech? No, Avimelech, which is AB in Hebrew. Abimelech or Avimelech. When God came in a dream to warn him that Sarah was Abraham's wife, that was a dream of warning and revelation. So, dreams are important. What dreams are you dreaming? Take note of your dreams, and then if you don't understand a dream, this chapter has also taught me that God is the only one who gives one the ability to interpret dreams. You can pray and ask the Holy Spirit for help, the Holy Spirit of God who dwells within us to help you interpret the dream. I've had a dream or two. I remember when my uncle died. I missed it. Sometimes I think about it, I missed it. I missed that dream. There was Anyways, I'll talk about it sometime. So dreams are important. If you don't remember your dreams, I have a dream journal. Keep a dream journal, write down your dreams, look at them in the morning or when you're praying, pray over them, cancel your dreams. Even if you don't understand what they are, you need to cancel those dreams. Cancel the dreams. If you need to understand, ask God for revelation to understand the dreams. And then it's life when people get what they need. Sometimes they will forget you, they will not remember. Even after making you promises, I'll do this, I'll do that. It's human nature. Don't be angry about it. And as always, I'm not a pastor. My name is Frances Okeke. See you next time. God bless you and